Hi, and welcome to this edition of DAZZAS Arcade Games. Of course, I'm Daz, and tonight we're going to be doing a gameplay on a 4-in-1, which was made in 1981 by Armenia Pty Ltd. It's a 4-in-1 board which came out in the early 80s, as I said, in 1981. And what it's got it's got 4 games. It's got Ghost Muncher, which is a Pac-Man, which this is my least favourite game on here. It also has Galaxian 5, which is a different Galaxian, where your ship moves faster, bullets are quicker, the whole game is actually quicker, it's much faster paced. And the Galaxians actually have, after the second level, there's actually 8 flagships that are up the top as well, and more invaders. It's actually quite good. The third game on it, well, I'm actually not going in the right order here, but Scramble, there's another Scramble, it's called Scramble Part 2, which is Scramble but with different graphics and different sound. Now I believe this whole board is on Galaxian hardware, that's why the sounds are different, but the Galaxian sound is the same. And then of course you've got Galactic Convoy, which will be the first game that we're trying, and what it is, it's centipede but not in a garden, it's in space. But it's pretty much the same game, even though the scoring system's different. It seems to be a lot more higher scoring. So yeah, I find this to be a very interesting one, and what we'll do, we'll see how we go with it. But remember, this is not a gameplay for high scores, this is a review. So what I'll do a short gameplay on the games, but I'm not trying to get big scores. So let's get into this. Okay, so the first game, we'll put a credit in. Now, the first game we're going to play will be Galactic Convoy. And there it is, so we'll press the player 1 button. Now this is like Centipede, but there is no trackball. Turn it down a little bit, because the families are asleep, since it's about 1 o'clock in the morning here. And that didn't take me long to lose a man. Now, you score an extra man in this one at 50,000 points. So, we'll see how we go here. If we can go any better. Now, you can see those guys there down the bottom. Now, I actually have this set up incorrectly. And now I can move on the 8-way joysticks. And it actually took a while to get through that level, but I finally did it. Now, there is one thing I find interesting about this, about how they actually designed this thing, and that is that most of the games will use an 8-way joystick. But Ghost Muncher, which is Pac-Man, actually used a 4-way joystick. So I found that very interesting, because it's hard to play Pac-Man on an 8-way joystick, but this must have been fitted with an 8-way joystick so that you could play the other games. So, and as you can see, I failed pretty badly, and my highest score at this game is about 150,000 points, so I didn't do too well at it, but like I said, I'm just demoing it to show you. But yeah, but just going back to the Ghost Muncher thing, people wouldn't have been able to play it properly because it was an 8-way joystick game. And yet, Ghost Muncher is a 4-way joystick. I can get away with it on here because I've got interchangeable joysticks. But back in the day, they wouldn't have. So yeah, that's interesting. Alright, Now what we'll do, we'll play the second game on here, and this is called Scramble. It actually says Scramble Part 2. Now, like I said, it's not going to be a long gameplay either, because I do have another video on Scramble, and since it's the original Scramble, it is the much better version. But let's just demo this game and I'll show you. Now, it is different for starters. There's only one button. In the original Scramble, there's two buttons. In this one, it's just one, which fires your bombs and bullets as well. But the thing about this, though, is that makes it hard in some levels because you're so busy firing bullets that you can't actually place your bombs. So yeah, I found that a very interesting concept. So I would say that all these machines are only fitted with a joystick and a button. And now I'm likely to get up to this bit, and I just lost a man on him. But the thing is, because they only used a joystick and a button, it makes me think that they tried to make these machines as cheap as possible. And as you can also see on here, it doesn't have the same sound effects that the Scramble has either. The sound effects are very different, and all you get is that humming in the background and the sound of your spaceship's rocket. And we all know that proper Scramble, well anyone who's played proper Scramble knows that that is not right. So yeah, it certainly loses points there. Now, at the moment we're in the midst of the meteor rack, or the comet rack, that some people actually call it. And as you can see, it does drop some light lines on you. And we're actually up to the buildings now. Now, this is where it gets hard with one button, because when you do have a bomb button, you need to be able to drop them in the cracks at the right times. But because you're too busy firing at everything, that means that the bombs are now just going in very randomly, and that makes it a lot harder. So basically, to get through this level, a lot of the skill's been taken out of it. I guess that the programmers of this just didn't even think about that sort of thing when they made this. Anyway, we got through, and now we're up to the maze. So just think that if you had this 4-in-1, like in a machine, and you wanted to play Ghost Muncher properly, and you had a 4-way joystick, you wouldn't be able to do this bit because you've got to move up and down on the angles, which takes precision. Okay, so now we should be up to the base. They've even changed that to love, don't know why. And you go down and you bomb it, and there you go. So we've completed the base, but that's as far as we're going to go on this now. There's no point going any further, so what we'll do, we'll bomb all of our men and we'll just go on to the next game. So far, Galactic Convoy I would give a 7 out of 10. I would give Centipede an 8 out of 10, okay? With this one, it loses points for the sound effects. You know, like the gameplay is pretty much the same. So I would give this, I'd give it an 8, but I'd give normal Scramble a 9 because I love it. So, okay. Alright, so that's game number 2. We'll put in another credit. We'll press the fire button, which is how you go through the games, and we'll now play Galaxian Part 5. So, what we'll do, we'll press the button. And what we'll do, as you can see, it is a lot faster. Now, I'll probably just demo this up to the 3rd level for you, just to show you the subtle differences in this game. That's provided I can get that right. fly down at you at once, and even on the first level. So they have tried to amp up the difficulty, but in doing so, unlike they've given you a faster ship with more fire and all that kind of stuff. Now I was going to say, if I don't shoot the flagship, he'll move through to the next level, but it did kind of look like my bullet went through it. But anyway, it doesn't matter. So now we're up to the second level, and as you can see, it is faster than normal Galaxian. But there are things I do like about this version. One, I like the colour scheme. I think that was an interesting change. And I've actually shot a couple of 800 pointers. Now there would be an extra man at 7,000 points in this game. Okay, we just nailed him. And we'll weigh him and get him. Now what you'll find in this version is that there's 8 flagships. And they start sweeping from the sides very quickly. And as you can see, they actually swoop down a bit quicker. And you wouldn't want to get caught in the corner on the left hand side when that's happening. And there's the extra man, there's the flagship. And it's the same rules as in Galaxian. If you shoot the flagship, it'll give you a rest. So that is very cool. And that was a close shave. Now, he would have been worth 800 points if I shot him. That's why I actually stayed in that spot. But again, I will say, I'm not actually playing this game exceptionally seriously. Okay, now you see there's 3 flagships. If you wait for them, they'll come down in pairs. And if you're good enough, I shot them in the wrong order, but if I'd have shot them in the right order, that would have been 800 points. Now, I will be doing a gameplay on Super Galaxian, which is a little bit more similar to this, but a proper gameplay on that in the future. Get that, and we'll just end that level. So, and now what will happen is that this game will just keep getting harder. The advantage with the fast ship is that you can move between the bullets much quicker, and I really don't think that much changes now, apart from the fact that you do get more of them swooping down at you, and some of them are just fast, and that's the flukiest 800 point away we got in my life. But as you can see, it is a good version of Galaxian. It sounds good, it plays good, and it's as nasty as ever. And, you know, like, the only place this one really does lose points is for the simple fact that it's hard to line things up, unlike with the ship, because it just moves too quick. You really do want to move in a bit slower than this. So, and that's the end of the 4th flag. And you can see you actually get more score because there are more guys to shoot, and then of course this level starts off with 3 at once. Already had a fast one. So yeah, I think I've showed you enough of Galaxian here. So what we'll do, we'll just let these guys bomb me up, and what we'll do is we'll go on to the next game. So that's Galaxian. I'd give normal Galaxian an 8.5 out of 10. I'll give this an 8. So it doesn't miss out by a lot. And now there's one more to try. Ghost Muncher's. The joystick's set on 8 ways. So what I'll do here, I will change it to 4. You can't play Pac-Man or Ghost Muncher with one way with an 8-way joystick. So again, I don't know how they went back in the day, unlike with that. So we'll start the game now, and now this one's going to be a short gameplay because this is not my favourite version by any stretch of anyone's imagination. You know, it changes all of the rules in Pac-Man. You know, like as you saw, that guy just followed me through the tunnel. That doesn't happen in normal Pac-Man. And this, you know, look, it's not terribly bad, but yeah, it just doesn't do it for me, and it's not my favourite version. So, and I will say one thing about it though, it is hard as hell. You know, it's an exceptionally hard version of this game, and okay, so we'll just go through the tunnel there. Duck back and we should be able to get a power pill there. We will, and rather than chasing, I'll just end the level. So, yeah, that's one level done. What we might do is try and get through this level to see if there's an act break, like in normal Pac-Man. But I'm not sure how many men I've lost. I think I've lost 2 already. So, I doubt I'll make it. Now, what we need to do here is get to that tunnel and get to that power pill, and that's right, I remember. They go invisible on this level, and that'll be the end of that. Oh no, there is one more man left. Now, as far as Pac-Man was concerned, I was never really a big Pac-Man fan, but because of its history, I would probably give it a 7. I would give this a 4. I just don't think it's a good version of Pac-Man. I don't really think it's a fun version of Pac-Man either. And quite frankly, it's pretty bloody hard. But that's just how it goes. And now those guys will get me, and that will be the end of that. So that's the end of Pac-Man. So my order of best games here: Ghost Muncher is 4. Galactic Convoy is 3, but it's not bad. Galaxian is Scramble's 2 and Galaxian's 1. I think Galaxian is definitely the best version on this board. So it isn't bad. As like I said, it was released in 1981. And I must admit, I did get a fair bit of enjoyment in my youth out of it. Out of this game. I did see it in a few places. I can't remember where. I think there was one of these down in the Bolomatic. But yeah, it was cool, and I did like 3 of the 4 games in it. So yeah, I probably did stick a few 20-cent pieces in it. So yeah, that's the end of that. So, I really hope that you enjoyed this video, and if you like my channel, please press the subscribe button, and also please press the like button, and of course leave comments. Comments are pretty important to me on my channel, and of course it gives me feedback on what you guys might think I do wrong or what I do right, and it's all good. So, I will see you all next time when I do my next video. Bye.